Grand Rising Kings and Queens, sending my strength, my love, and my courage. We set the standard, we raise the bar. I just wanted to come while I'm driving on my way to work, make a video kind of talking about some things that have gone on the last couple of days. For those of you that have been, following, I finally had a little text conversation with the mother of my kids. It was only 12 days that I didn't see my kids, and she was trying to text me about child support and asking me, if I'm going to be in their life like ever again. And I'm just like, it's just funny, 12 days ago, I mean, really, like, more than that, she was just trying to bash me, talk crazy as hell about me, like, as a parent in front of my kids. And, I didn't care for the extra stuff she was saying. The whole issue with everything that she said was like, you trying to say all this crazy stuff in front of my kids. Like, I'm really not a good dad, and I'm never had no issue. Like, I don't know why she chose that route. You know what I'm saying? I'm a great dad. I have hated every minute away from my kids. You know what I'm saying? But of course, she's like trying to make it seem like I'm taking my frustrations with her out on the kids. Listen, it's 12 days. I don't have to or need to talk to my kids every day. I just experienced one of the craziest summers of my life, and I'm not a kid no more. You know what I mean? So I'm not happy with the way I was treated this summer, right? But that didn't stop me from doing anything for my kids, and I just think that it's crazy and it says a lot about her. You talk that crazy wild stuff, and not even 2 weeks later, you're asking me to go half on some school supplies. My issue with that is that it took her longer to ask for the money than it took for me to send the money. 1. 2, I have been talking about school for over a month now, and now that she's ready, let me just hop on board. Like, that's exactly, like, this is exactly what I've been talking about. As soon as she finally decides to sit down and be like, it's 2 weeks out from school now, she, like, it's just amazing, talk that talk, but she can't walk that walk. I'm one of them type of parents. Like, I really do for my kids. Like I said, I've never got no text message about where I'm at with my kids. I could be gone all day with my kids doing whatever. So I just gotta deal with her, and I do not like the person, you know what I mean? She just, even in the text messages, is a bunch of unnecessary stuff that she trying to even say. If you ain't got it, like, girl, don't worry about my money. My money cool. My money has never been an issue. Just get to the point on what you need. You know what I mean? So off of 12 days and you talking reckless, you can't stand on no business with me. My kids need me. You need me financially, because I'm like that with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm actually reliable. So it's just frustrating, but I really don't care. If she want to go to court, we can do that. I'm not worried about going to court either. Only thing they're going to go to court and say is, man, he got receipts, he got text messages. Yeah, like, I'm coming all the way correct. So I really don't worry about it like that. I just think that it's crazy, like I said. She was bashing me in front of my kids, saying a bunch of unnecessary stuff, and 12 days later, she can't even text me and say, hey, the kids miss you. I guess the kids can't use her phone to call me, like, it's just the little stuff. Trying to make a point if I'm going to be in their life, but what type of effort are you really making for them to have a life with me? You know what I'm saying? It go both ways. But she knows I definitely was owed and deserved some time to myself. So, I'm just going to continue to move forward the way I have. No ill will toward the mother of my kids. I just wish she could be like more mature, and just get to the point. Quit asking me, unimportant questions. We are here today because of her actions and me having to say, okay, you can do this without me. Okay, show me. And she didn't show me. She didn't impress me. She didn't last very long either. And the point isn't even about you not being able to do it, but don't talk or fix your lips to say anything about me when, it's because of me that this summer was as fun for her as it was. And like I said, I didn't complain. I didn't say too much like I could have. So, yeah. Moving forward, it's just dealing with her that I don't like, but she don't do a whole lot but just prove my point and try to make my life harder than it needs to be, and I just sit back and laugh, because like I said, she's just still doing extra stuff, and I just man, I don't know. Like, it's not for me to know, so it just is what it is. But I just wanted to come make a quick video. I have had people messaging me, asking me for updates, as far as what was going on, or if I've had a conversation or anything. And we finally did. She had reached out a couple days even before this, but I didn't message her back just because, like I said, I needed some time to myself, and all I got was 12 days. So I guess 4 months in her mind is the equivalent to 12 days that I had. So I don't know. It is what it is. I just appreciate myself, and I'm proud of myself that much more, because I really am. I just got a bunch of different things in my life that are going on, changing, and I just look forward to days of better communication, because I'm an asset in her life, and I can't wait till she can really be an asset again in mine. Like I said, I am reliable and dependable, and even through all the little grimy stuff that she did, like, I didn't do any of the tit for tat stuff for her. So there's just got to be a different level of respect coming from her. It's going to come with time, you know what I mean? The way I carried myself yesterday was even good. I got straight to the point. All the little extra stuff, she's like, it don't matter. Now all of a sudden you're trying to get on point with the kids, and I've been trying to do this, so it just is what it is. It's a good thing I'm mature and able to have tough conversations, even when I don't want to mess with the person, but for the greater good of my kids, you know what I mean? We're going to formulate how this is going to look like going forward, and I'm going to just continue to be the great person that I know I am, asking God to help guide me along the way. And nothing that I've done is easy, but I know times are just going to continue to get better. My money been looking way different, and I love that. So there's a lot of good. You got to take the good with the bad. The worst thing that I got to deal with is just her. Like, so be it. It's not like I got to deal with her all the time, but when I do, I just know how I got to move around her now. So it just is what it is. It's unfortunate, but with time, like I said, it's gonna really set into her how I have still remained reliable and dependable. And yeah, I took 12 days to myself. My mental health is important. I don't play about my mental health. I don't play about my health in generally speaking, you know what I'm saying? And until I really got out of that environment, and gave myself time to like heal by myself, and look in the mirror and just have better appreciation for me and how far I have come, the things that I've dealt with and persevered through, so to speak. Yeah, I was owed this little bit of time. I am going to see my kids soon, but I do still need a little bit of time just to continue to formulate the way that I am moving going forward, and that's okay. I told you guys, you remove me from the picture, there is no picture. And my point was proven in 10 days, and I'm not even getting on the video saying, ah, I'm saying, man, I don't even know why you even tried to go this route. I don't, because I do for my kids without anybody asking me. You know what I mean? But it's cool. We're just going to continue to adjust to the things that are happening in life. We make life happen, you know what I'm saying? I just have to adjust to a relationship that I have with her right now. Life is good. Life is... Things are going to get a lot better now that I have some communication and, you know, some flow of how this is going to work out going forward. That was a big deal, but like I said, I don't stress certain things in life. I really don't. I don't have to like it, but I don't stress things. I don't lose sleep about things. Like, I just don't lose sleep about a lot of stuff. I'm very grounded, very level-headed person, and it took time to get here. It took a lot of mistakes and just doing unnecessary stuff to get here. So I appreciate me. I love me. This is just going to be another lesson, or another, you know, just another thing in life that we learn on how to navigate this next chapter in life. I love you guys. We set the standard. We raise the bar one day at a time. Enjoy the rest of your day.